Pops is 1987.com.
What's up, y'all? It's Alana Milan with Hip Hop since 1987, and today I'm here with Dave East. How are you, Mr.
I'm great.
East?
How you doing?
I'm good. You have a busy month this month.
Word.
Karma 4 is dropping. How you feeling?
I feel good. I feel like I ain't dropped the last Karma. Came out 2020.
Yeah,
So it's been like good 5 years.
type shit. Your last project was really good.
Thank you.
I feel like you drop consistently enough for me to keep up. I feel like a lot of people take big gaps, but you don't really take too many gaps. And I think that's fire.
I ain't promised, man. Get that shit out.
For real.
I record a lot, so I feel like sitting on that music, it don't make no sense.
Right. I kind of want to start the conversation off because I'm from Philly.
Philly.
Yeah, I'm from Philly, uptown specifically, and I know you have your own connection to the city or whatever. But that being said, I feel like my first introduction to you was with Core. Did a mixtape with Core. Yeah, I think I was like 18 at the time in college. I was up Penn State. Y'all dropped it on SoundCloud, and I'm like, who is this? Oh my God. And then probably like a month or so later, you dropped Kyrie Chanel.
Right.
I'm like, oh, we stand. Because at that point, now I get back one weekend in the city and I hear everybody playing Type of Time. At the end of the song, you talking about Jonesy. Shout out Jonesy. You talking about Jonesy at the end of the song. I'm like, oh, who is this? Like, what the? So run me through that time in your life. Like, what was going through your head? You was younger. Like, you was popping. Like, what's going on at that time?
I've been going to Philly since I was a teenager, back and forth.
Mm-hmm. You got family there or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're behind Dolphin Street, North Philly.
North Philly, yep.
But at that time, shouts to Core, that was fire. I think we named that shit Born Broke, Die Rich.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the name of that project. But I was a fan of what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Me and him tapped in. I think we recorded that in Philly. But yeah, that was just like a brand new energy. It was fresh. I hadn't had no deal yet. None of the things that happened for me had happened yet.
At that time.
I was starving, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just musically, just trying to get out the hood, everything.
That boy was hungry.
That was a dope, and I feel like Cole was he was on the same time, he real talented, you know what I mean? So I think I want to run that tape back. I told him when I seen him, we gotta do that again.
No, y'all gotta do that again. Falling? Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's crazy because I don't know if y'all think like this, but y'all are actually like two great examples to use, right? You never know the kind of audience you speaking to or how people interpret your words. Like I said, I'm walking around on campus like, you feel me? Like, first to do it. I'm the oldest of 7 kids. I got this shit on my back and walking around really feeling like that. Listen to that type of shit. You feel me? Because, like, y'all are putting, our neighborhoods and stories and things of that nature and father stories and brother stories and things of that nature into picture just by words. You feel me? So you just never know the audience that you're touching at that time.
I'm not even thinking nobody listening.
Nothing, yeah.
Besides, like, my homies, you know what I mean? Probably core homies and shit like that.
Yeah.
But that's dope.
Speaking of school, I know you went to college at some point too. You started off in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Richmond.
Yeah, and then you went over to Towson, right?
In B-more, yeah.
Yep, my little sister go there. Shout out to her. You were a basketball player.
Facts.
So initially, obviously, that's what you wanted to,
I
know.
never seen myself as no rapper, ever.
Yeah.
Ever. I never even thought about it. Like, basketball was my whole life up to a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
So I always loved rap and could remember my favorite rappers' verses like that. But I just never seen me doing nothing besides playing ball.
I mean, look at the height on you.
You know what I mean?
No, on some real, you probably like 6'4", 6'5". Yeah, like, so at what point did you feel like you woke up that tall?
I had a crazy growth spurt, I think, my 9th grade summer, like going into 10th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I went from like 5'11", 6 foot to like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh, she literally just woke up big.
Over the summertime. I remember my knees was hurting me that whole summer. And then when we got back in the fall, I could dunk crazy, or like my basketball game changed once I grew.
You was sleeping and eating a lot?
Probably.
Yeah. I got little brothers. I'm curious. Like, they shooting up right now. It's crazy to watch.
But I was probably, 16?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 15, 16. So at that age, you still growing.
Yeah. I say all that to say, let's go back to college real quick. You know, we from inner city, you know, urban neighborhoods, underserved neighborhoods, more so to speak. A lot of times when we go to college, we're not necessarily entering a space that's made for us. So when you were there at both schools, like, how was it adjusting to, you know, university life as a young black man?
For me, how can I put this? For me, at Richmond, it was like it threw me off because the only black people or Spanish people on the campus were athletes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it might have been a few that was just students. But everybody that I seen like that was somewhat like me played football, basketball, like. So just that alone kind of created a separation from the other students. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like on some, you only here because you play ball. You know what I mean? Like, and Richmond is a good academic school. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? I didn't really know that going into it. I was just thinking basketball. But doing my homework on the actual university, that's a good academic school. So I know a lot of them teachers, the professors, the students that were there just for academics. I know they was looking at me crazy. You know what I mean? I got tattoos, braids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm
Big
walking
as
through
hell.
campus, yeah, I'm walking through campus, my slippers on, my sweatsuit, like, you know what I mean? Just basketball attire. I never was trying to get dressed up or nothing.
Yeah.
But I feel like I was able to adapt to it to the best of my ability at that age. You know what I mean? I was hot-headed, so that's what ended that down there. I couldn't develop it for too long.
A New
But
York
it
show.
it was different.
Okay.
Definitely different for me.
And that being said, you did make the switch to Towson. So what was the switch for? Like, why you leave?
I got kicked out of
What the fuck was you
I got
doing?
kicked out of Richmond. Rumbling, little stupid shit.
Okay.
With one of the teams, one of the captains. So I'm a freshman. Like I guess he was a senior, whatever. And I guess you're supposed to like bow down to that. I wasn't with none of that.
A little hazing type thing.
Yeah, I was going. Just a lot of different grades, going back and forth with this coach, that coach, the study hall. I ain't like the dude that did the study hall. The only person I really fucked with was the strength and conditioning coach.
Okay.
He was cool.
Yeah.
But the rest of them I wasn't really, you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
few of my teammates I fucked with, but they kicked me up out of that joint. Then I got a scholarship. One of my teammates at Richmond, his brother was coaching at Towson. So once they knew I was out of there, whatever, I was looking for a new school to get a new scholarship or whatever. I went on a visit to Towson in Baltimore, and that whole team was black. You know what I mean? Like, so I said, all right, cool. And it was balling. But see, the difference was, I think that put me on the path of, like, getting in trouble, like after ball, like just being in that, just where I was at.
Yeah.
The environment I was in, the people I was around. Basketball kind of wasn't the priority no more. I still was nice, but I wasn't really thinking like I want to go to the NBA no more. You know what I mean?
Right. That leads into my next question. Like, at what point did you make the switch to be a rapper? Like, was it immediately after you left Towson, or did you go home for a little bit, live life, and then it just kind of
I
came?
got locked up.
Okay, yeah.
Before I could finish school or whatever, I went to jail out there. So when I came home from that, I came back to New York, and I knew it was.
And
over
then
with
it
school.
was, yeah.
And I was already kind of f***ing around and be more with the music. You know what I mean? Like trying to put together like a little tape and shit like that, just rapping over other beats, freestyling. And then when I came back to New York, my man Soul Blind, my dog, he lived in my building. I lived on the 6th floor, he lived on the 3rd floor. And he was ill with the engineering, the recording, all that. I was like, man, bring your setup upstairs. I want to rap. Like, let's put some music together. We finding beats on YouTube. I think we went to this spot called Sam Ash that sell all of the music, like all the microphone, equipment, and all of that.
Yeah.
We went and bought a Pro Tools, like an inbox, the shit you need to record, and a mic. And I used to take my do-rag, put my do-rag over the mic, for a spit guard, take a sock, put a sock up. Some hook.
Yeah.
we was in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's in the projects. So I think that's where I found my love for it. Like just doing it every, you know, with repetition. You either gonna grow to hate it or grow to love it.
Grow to love it, right?
So I think me doing it every day, not making no money off it, not nothing, like, but just doing it constantly, finding my sound, finding the beats I like. I think that's what set me off to really get serious with it.
Right. Before I get to, I guess, like 2015, 2016, I would say, like you said, like you was in a project, sock over the, you feel me? Like you was really locked in. So that being said, once you got past the point, like, okay, yeah, I'm rapping, how did you start promoting yourself? Like things, of course, were different years ago, but how did you really put yourself out there?
The streets.
Okay.
I started tapping in with all the things that had cameras and was putting shit on the internet and mad ciphers and I mean just certain platforms that I knew the streets was already tapped in with.
Right.
I started rapping on them platforms, like letting the cameras see me like that.
And being connected and
And
collaborating.
then just in the hood, like whoever was around me at that time, my boy shouts to Gutter, I always shout Gutter out. He was making t-shirts, all of that had the hood. He was wearing my t-shirts in the hood and didn't even know me. Would walk right past me with my t-shirt on, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
That's
it was
fire.
Like, that's fire. I'm like, oh, these niggas.
Faceless a little
They don't
bit.
even know me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's just letting me know, all right, I got something here. I gotta push the gas all the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember hearing you say, yesterday, I got to be like a live watcher at your podcast. And I remember hearing you say that the moment that you really felt like then this is popping off is when everybody was calling your phone because Nas said your name on the radio.
I was walking in my building and I forgot exactly who it was. But he was sitting outside my building. He was like, yo, Nas just said your name on 105. I ran upstairs, my elevator, at this time, the elevator in my building was broke, ran upstairs. And by the time I got upstairs, my phone was jumping. Yo, you hear that?
Yeah, because you know the radio
on.
live,
I
yeah.
missed it. But then I was able, I think it was, at that time, World Star Hip Hop was hot. And it was a, it was like a whole interview Nas had did with Angie Martinez. And I was able to see it on World Star. And then after that, it was like, oh, Nas did.
Yeah. All right, and fast forward to 2015, 2016. That's when you first signed, right?
15, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so
Massacre.
Young East, fresh face.
10 years ago. Damn.
Don't look 10 years older, though.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? Yeah, black don't crack.
You know what I mean?
I said, but look, Young East, fresh face, new bag. It's the first thing you did.
First thing I did?
Yep.
What was the first shit I did? I'm trying to think. I smoked mad weed since then.
10 years.
First thing I did, I believe I bought a Range Rover. A white, all white Range. Always wanted a Range Rover. Then I situated my moms and my pops. I think like.
Shout out to them. They was at your dinner last night, right?
Yeah,
Your mom
that's
is
my-
gorgeous. She's so
Thank
cute.
They outside.
Yeah, they outside for
sitting
sure.
back. They like, whatever you got going on, we there. But I love to see it because they done been with me the whole ride from the ball to the jail, ups, downs, not speaking. You know what I mean? Cussing me out. So when I see them like that now, just all smiles and proud, it feels so good.
Feel good, yeah.
But yeah, I got them together, and I moved to Jersey. I was living in the Bronx. I moved to Jersey, and then my Kyrie was on the way. My first daughter. So
How old is she now?
9.
Yeah. Yep.
Kyrie was on her, like, it all happened at the same
Same time.
Like, right when I was getting on and my name was buzzing,
Yep.
my daughter was on
She was
her
on her way.
You know what I mean? Like, so
Hello, I'm here. Hello. Yep. All right, and that being said, she's almost 10, so we know, like you said, you signed 10 years ago, and that's a great chunk of experience, growth, creativity, and as you've gotten older, and you can take a look back at the last decade of your career or life overall, what is one thing you feel like you struggled with on the way up?
I struggle with being too cool, thinking everybody got my best interests. You know what I'm saying, and just how can I put it? Just showing too much love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
There is such a thing.
when I
We
could-
were
I
literally
should-
just
I be
talking about
feeling
that.
Like sometimes I should have been a little more to myself, like, or just more harder to get next to. But coming out the hood is like everybody feel like they made it with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Just
it
trying
was
to make it
hard to
work.
tell you like, nah, you ain't got nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? And the type of person I am, I be letting people cut themselves off. Like I ain't even gonna say nothing. Like you know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, I let you.
Play yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I give you you got the rope, boy, hang yourself. I ain't gonna have to do it. But
Right.
I think that's one thing I struggle with over time, like showing love, and then that love, the love I showed, turned into some envious, jealousy.
Your weakness is trying to find the best interest in everyone.
Just
Basically,
showing
what
love,
you're saying,
just feeling
yeah, like
you know what I mean. I feel like
give
God
you the
gave me a
benefit of
light,
the doubt,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And I be wanting to share the light too much.
I was about to say,
You know
it's
what
a
I
weakness
mean?
and a strength, like you said.
It's
For
good
sure.
and bad. I think my father tell me I got my grandmother's heart. My grandmother used to raise other families and shit like that, take care of it. And she had 9, 10 kids of her own. Then she would be doing all of their laundry,
Feeding,
cooking dinner for them. Lunch after she done held all her own kids. He was like, you got that type of heart, but you want to please everybody. You know what I mean? And in this world, that's impossible.
Yeah.
So I would say I struggle with that. I'm better with that now.
Now,
Like,
set boundaries,
you know what
but
I'm
it
saying?
really can drain you.
Go that way now.
No,
Like,
yeah.
For at least when I came in this shit, I was always like, nah, he good. Nah, he good. Nah, that's your man. Nah, he good.
He cool.
If he with you, he cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And that just make the circle bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, you can't watch everybody.
Yeah. You only got 2 eyes, maybe 3, but 2.
And the real one's gonna stay. They gonna rock with you.
Yeah.
A few of the same people I came in with, are right here with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And that
take
question.
time to read it.
Yeah. That part of our conversation kind of leads me back into the karma series. Like, karma, obviously, like this basic meaning means what goes around comes around. Like, you're going to laugh, but like, I got this when I was like 16. It's a circle. It's so ass. But it literally is supposed to mean what goes around comes around. You feel me? So, I'll be honest about this little tattoo out of here. Yeah. It's ass, but it has a meaning. So, that being said, like, leading into that, like, I know I was listening to your music, and I know you have 2 sides of that. Like, you know, you put bad out, you get bad back, and then, like you said in one of your songs, like, that karma is all your hard work turning into success. You know what I'm trying to say? There's 2 sides of karma. So, that being said, what kind of inspired this series? Like, I feel like when you listen to the projects, you can kind of get a gist of, like, where your head is in each record or whatever the case may be, but, like, what made you kind of fixate on that meaning as a whole?
With karma, it started out me like a mixtape. I was like, all right, I think I was working on Paranoia.
Yes.
At that time, I was with Mass, like just getting with Def Jam type shit, and I was like, damn, I remember rappers used to do their albums and then they do mixtapes, like. But with the label, it was like they wasn't feeling the mixtape vibe type shit. They wanted just albums. You know what I mean? So I figured out a way I could do my own little mixtape. Shout out to DJ Holiday. He did the Karma 1 and Karma 2. But that's what it started off as, just me doing shit that I wasn't gonna put on the album. You know what I mean? The title, the Karma, came from just how I was feeling at the time. Like whatever you put out into the universe, come back to you. Whether it's good, bad. You know what I mean? It might not come in the time frame you want, you know what I mean? But I feel like God's time.
In due time.
You know what I mean?
And, you know, touching on the album, because by the time this comes out, it'll be out or just about to come out. But that being said, Nipsey is on the album.
Neighbor.
Rest in peace to a real one. For a little insight on the type of relationship that y'all had, what's one thing that he said to you that you'll never forget? Like a conversation you had, like a sentence or something.
Keep your foot on these niggas' neck, cuz, at all times. Don't let up.
Type shit.
Don't let up. Don't give them a chance to even breathe. Like, you know what I mean? Because coming in this shit, bro, it's so many people doubt you. So many people, like, it's so much energy negative. So when you do get through all of that and can get to a point where you known and your brand is known and the world is respecting what you done built, you gotta push the gas all the way. So I think out of all, man, we had mad combos, but I think I really took that from him. Like, don't let up.
Don't let up.
We don't have no time to chill. You know what I'm saying?
You haven't been chilling, so you took that obviously. And you know, if I'm not mistaken, you're fully independent now.
Yes, from the dirt. OFTD.
How does it feel?
Feel good, man. I was signed this whole 10 years. I was signed.
Literally.
I came in with Mass Appeal. Shout out to Peter, Nas and them over there. That's how I came in. I went from there to Def Jam. I always rep Mass Appeal though. That's Nas.
Yeah.
So I never really didn't wave that flag. But then I went to Def Jam, and I've been with them till this year.
Now, right.
You know what I mean? So it feel good to be able to put my own body and work together. I don't gotta
run it by nobody.
Yeah, I gotta run it by nobody. You know what I mean? I could just say, yo, this is how I feel right now. This is the intro. This is the track. This is the track list. These are the features that I went out and got for the joint. You know what I mean? Now let's put it up.
So, I mean, now that you are independent, what has been the most time-consuming task as an independent artist? Like you said, obviously you're more hands-on because you're in the lead. So, what would you say has taken a lot of your time aside from recording? Because that's obviously a big chunk.
Just running around. I would say just me putting my name next to a lot of different brands and just different things, and that had me all over the place, like, you know what I'm saying? So when I get that time to record or to be with my kids or shit like that, I value it, you know what I mean? Because I've been ripping and running. I've been running non-stop for 10 years. Literally, like when I look back on it, I'm like, damn, not 1 year, besides even, maybe COVID, maybe 2020.
That kind of set us all down for a
Maybe
second.
COVID, it kind of pumped the brakes a little bit.
Yeah.
But besides that, I've been speeding, you know what I mean? For my daughter whole life, I've been going. Like,
Now that you brought that up, let's talk about COVID, yo. Oh my God, what a time. Listen, I feel like I kind of was just learning the nature of like how an artist makes money. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like at that time, no one could go outside. And I had realized like going outside was a big part of getting booked. So even though at this time you were already like, you know, established or whatever the case may be, like, were you at any point having to give anybody a little bit under you or younger than you any advice on how to stay afloat during that time or whatever? Because it was a hard time. Like,
I had just came off a world tour. We was in Amsterdam, Portugal, Dubai, London, Paris. We was everywhere, and then got back to New York, and it was shut down.
it was crazy.
The world was shut down. I was like, what this? It felt like that movie, what's that, I Am Legend, with Will Smith?
Yeah.
That's how Manhattan looked. Like, riding through the town was like, nah, I've never seen that in my whole life. But, yeah, that was a tricky time. Luckily for me at that time, I had already had my name.
Right.
So I was able to do a lot of features that year.
Yep, and kind of
A lot of, like, drops, shout outs, and, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of
Brand
stuff from
partners.
home
Yep.
that I can still do to generate some money that was coming in. But, yeah, with that one, I ain't really had no advice because it came out of left field. Like, I don't think nobody thought
Really
that was
knew
going to be
how
like that. You know
it
what I
was
mean?
a
Even
lot.
and it's crazy because me and Wayno, shouts to Wayno, we went to Japan in probably 2014, 15, some shit like that, early. And everybody over there had masks on. And I ain't understand it. Like, this was years before COVID. But the whole Japan, everybody had masks on. And I'm asking the dudes with us, I'm like, yo, why got masks? It was like, yo, they respect the country. If they got a cold, whatever, they put the mask on. Like, I'm like, damn, America is wicked. These people walking around with the full-blown flu.
Yep.
Coughing, sneezing, like, they don't care in America. But over there, that's why they was wearing the mask.
We get sick, they make money. They don't give a f-
So over here, once I see everybody with the mask, I'm like, oh,
It's
some
deep.
real movie going
No,
on. Like,
yeah.
it's real.
I always say, you seen the Simpsons movie? And it was in a dome. That's how I felt the whole
They
time.
say the Simpsons predict man shit.
They really
But
do.
Don't quote me on that. I don't want
But
to-
don't quote me neither. In the Boondocks, but don't quote me neither. But going back to you attaching yourself to, different brands, you a whole ass actor.
Facts.
What? Y'all seen a Wu-Tang series? What was you doing? How did we even get? What's going on? Like, was that your first real opportunity, or have you been dibbling and dabbling it before then?
Nah, so I think my very first acting anything was with Gabrielle Union. She had a show called Being Mary Jane.
Yeah, what? I'm drawing a blank. Why you really wasn't there?
She brought me on that, but I was me.
Yeah.
I wasn't really. I was just playing. I was a guest on there, Davies. But that was my first time like on a TV show.
Right.
Then I did a movie called Beats with Anthony Anderson in Chicago. This is on Netflix.
Okay.
Did a movie called Beats. That's when I had like a role. Like I wasn't me. You know what I mean? But that was dope. Shouts to Chris Robinson. Shouts to Set Free, the one that put that together for me. And from there, I got the Wu-Tang call.
Yeah.
Or he asked me, yo, would you play Method Man? I was like, I thought about it like, hell yeah, I'll play Method Man. Like, crazy. Is it a movie? What is it? He's like, I don't know if it's a movie yet, or if it's gonna be a series of episodes. We just doing the pilot right now. We talking about the pilot, whatever, but we want you to play Meth. So I had to do like 1 or 2 audition tapes. They wanted me for the role, but I still had to.
You had to do
yeah. And it was I grew up on Meth. Like Meth, one of my favorite rappers from a kid. Like you know what I mean. So a lot of his mannerisms, a lot of the songs, I knew all that already. You know what I mean? Like so I just really had to study him on like go on YouTube and watch old interviews of him, old performances. Like you know what I mean. Because the Meth I met ain't the Meth
that he was.
That I had to portray. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy to portray somebody that's still alive. Like a lot of times people portray people that then passed. And
got a little more
they're not
study.
there to tell you, I wouldn't have did that. Or I wouldn't have moved like you know what I mean. Like Meth saluted it all the way. Like so once I got his blessings, I said let's do it.
Y'all was the perfect person. Because now that you played the role, I can't really see anybody else in the shoes. So. But that being said, acting, rapping, both under the umbrella of entertainment. Oh, you was modeling too. Yes, you was. This is doing everything. Okay. What you on? Okay. No, but I guess I'll say this. Obviously, they're two different things. But are there any similarities in terms of the workflow?
Lock in. You gotta lock in with rap. You feel me? If you really about the craft of it, you got a lot of bullshit. But if you about the craft of it, you gotta lock in. With acting, you gotta lock in. You gotta like become whoever the character is. You gotta try to become that person.
Let alone memorizing a script.
Yeah, but I remember whole albums of music.
Yeah,
I gotta perform for an hour. My set is an hour, so I'm performing records from 2014 up to my latest shit.
That's a skill.
Is like, but it's muscle memory. Anything you do all the time.
Like you said, repetition. Yeah.
It ain't that hard once you do it.
All right, so since you guys have now gotten a glimpse of how busy this man is and has been, you have a busy schedule, and also you're also a girl dad to the fullest extent. So how do you manage work and life balance as an active father?
It's hard. I make it happen though. What's hard about it is them getting older and them realizing how much I gotta go now. When they man little, they don't even peep it. Well, Kyrie be like, Dad, you just got back, and I gotta run out the crib again. You know what I mean? Like, so it's shit like that. I might miss little moments here and there, but I'm doing it to set up their future life when they're adults and shit like that, where they ain't gonna have to lean on no. They ain't gonna have to be out here panicking for no job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanna really set that up. I don't want them to have to go through none of the shit I went through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that brings me into my next question, like being an active father, and they are so little, right? Because even Gabby, she's 9. She's still kind of little.
Gary's 9, Kobe's 4.
Yeah.
And Casey's 1, my baby 1.
Right. So they're still fairly little, but you had some time to grow with them. What are some things you're excited about?
Everything. What sports are they going to want to play? What they mad girly like that. Like Gary already into nails
and stuff.
They doing makeup tutorials in the crib. They had their own little spa days. I love all of that. You know what I mean? Like, I had an older sister and a younger brother, and it was me and my little brother. You know what I mean? So to be surrounded by girls, that should be you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like they superhero. I wake up and they all trying to figure out who can get closest.
Daddy,
You know
daddy,
what I mean?
daddy. I can imagine. It's three of
The
them.
baby trying to push him out the way.
Yep.
She want, you know what I mean? So it's that genuine love that you really can't pay for. You don't get that with fame. You don't get that with none of that shit. Like that's just pure
Love and
you know what I
joy.
mean? They feel
Yeah.
my heartbeat. They lay on my chest and
They are literally you. You are half of them. It's crazy. And like you got little you running around. I know you and they mom be like, what the like that's crazy.
and when you see their personality, it's like, damn, yo, I act just like that. When they get mad, like certain facial expressions, especially my Kyrie and Kobe, them two. Certain facial expressions, Kobe, she'll look at you, I'll be like, yo, that's spooky.
To
like,
be four,
same
that's
face,
saying
Same way I look at
Yeah.
her, said something crazy. She got the same face, same demeanor. So I'm like, nah, that's crazy.
Speaking of kids, I saw you say, I don't know what show you were at, but I feel like you saw a kid in the crowd with his dad.
Yeah, with his pops, man.
He was
I
like
brought him
12,
on
you
stage
said.
with me.
Yeah, and I thought that was really powerful to me, right? Because Lord knows that young man wants to be a rapper at some point. You just kind of, open the door for him. So that being said, back to what I said in the beginning of the interview, like you don't know what kind of audience you're reaching, right?
Never.
And you don't know how your words are sticking to people or what for. So there is a kid right now, 15, 16 years old, that is nearly you. You know what I'm trying to say? Growing up in the projects, trying to figure it out, might go to college, or a kid right now in college about to get kicked out, or doesn't want to be there anymore, or whatever the case may be, and wants to take this route. So what are a couple of things that you would say to that young man?
You got to make up your mind about what you want to do. You know what I mean? I feel like that indecisive it leads to like failure. You know what I mean? Like you got to say, all right, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna get this everything I got. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and if it don't work, it don't work. But at least I could walk away saying I tried. Yeah, that's everything. Like you know what I mean? I guess that wasn't for me. But develop a passion. Like if you don't have one already, like develop a real passion for it, where it's something that you look forward to doing every day. Like I used to I still do. I look forward to getting new beats. I look forward to going to the studio and writing some new. I still look forward to that. 10 years in this shit. I was doing it before I've been signed 10 years. I was doing it before I was signed, so I still got a love for it. You know what I mean? Like that's why, like a LeBron, he could be in the league 20 years and he still love the game. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have something that you love like that, then I can't really give you no advice.
Give you no advice, right?
If you got something you love like that, get everything you got and try to really. It's hard, but try to block out the distractions. Try to block out the family that's gonna be in your ear, the friends that's gonna be in your ear, the boyfriend or the girlfriend that's in your ear. Like you gotta set up what you gonna set up for you, or you gonna live a life of regret. You gonna get to a certain age and be looking back and be like, damn, if I'd have only went hard at that shit, or if I'd have only, and then it's too late. You all great shit. You know what I mean? Like you don't wanna. Time ain't promised to nobody. Like this whole shit could blow up tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like. So just use your time wisely and dedicate it to something that you see yourself living off. You know what I mean? Something you see yourself feeding your family off. Like, word.
Okay. And leading me into my last few questions, like, if I'm not mistaken, you have artists of your own, right? That you're helping of some sort?
Yeah.
I would like to say that you, from what I've seen, I feel like you're very supportive of the younger talent.
100%.
Even having Neek Bucks on the album, shout out to Neek. I just feel like you're very supportive, like I said, especially of Harlem. You feel me? So if you want to plug anybody from Harlem in that you might see coming up.
Everybody doing their thing, man. Like, it's a lot of people right now that got their own movement, their own wave, their own swag, their own sound. It's fire. You know what I mean? I like that. It's coming back like that out of town. You know what I mean? Because for a long time, I feel like people was chasing other sounds. You know what I mean? I feel like it started to sound like New York. You know what I mean? Even to the younger generation, that shit sound like New York in their own way.
In their own way, for sure.
I respect it. I salute it.
I will always say this is where hip hop was born. So wherever the y'all got going on, people going.
Yeah,
You know what I say? Like,
They watch
it's
it.
not.
They
Oh
always
yeah,
watch
like
New York for
the
everything,
eyes
you
is
know,
here.
clothes, lingo, rap, everything. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Keep wave that flag the right way.
As you grow as a powerhouse in the entertainment industry as a whole, like, what is one thing you want people watching to remember about you? Like,
I did it how I wanted to do it. I ain't follow I ain't follow nobody in it. I got a lot of game I soaked up from people before me, you know what I mean, shit like that, but I did it how I wanted to do it, at my rate, at my speed, at my pace, like, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Word.
Word. Shout out Dave East, y'all. This is long overdue. I done did some little stand-up interviews. I know y'all seen them. We finally did this. You feel me? Karma 4. I'm excited. It's 26 records. There's some little skits. You know it's Dave East. You can expect some skits. You feel me? I'm excited.
You gotta come to my world, that's all.
No, yeah. It was really good, though. I'm happy I got to listen to it. I'll fuck with it. But thank you so much for coming.
No problem.
Y'all know where to find him. Dave East. Find us at Hip Hop Since 1987. Thank you so much.
Shit.